What's up? What's happening? Y'all know what it is. Welcome back. So I want to say, hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back with me here on Moon. Today's message is for anyone who's been feeling like life is shifting faster than they can understand, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. If you've been feeling more sensitive, questioning patterns, and realizing that your childhood still echoes through the adult choices, this message is for you. I'm going to walk you through some of the most important parts of spiritual growth, inner healing, kundalini, manifestation, love, humility, peace, and the art of being a true spiritual friend. This isn't theory, it is real life healing. So take what resonates, breathe within, leave what don't, and let's begin. Y'all know how I do. Before we dive into anything, we want to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Let's take this moment to remind everyone that you are safe, you are seen, you are healing. It is not happening to you, it is happening for you. And welcome back to my healing journey. As we are doing here, we are mentally meeting each other together and we are healing together here on Moon. So, first, let me welcome my shirt, Akuna Matata. Let me tell y'all, I got it tatted on my thigh. It is my life. And I sometimes don't pay attention to it, but I need to pay attention to it a lot more. It means no worries. Like, it gives me the feeling of God got it. Like, let go, let God. God got it. Have faith. Akuna Matata. No worries. All is well. However you want to say it. So the beginning part I want to speak on is our inner child development and healing. Most of us are walking around as adults with wounds of our inner child still running the show. Every trigger, every defense mechanism, every deep fear of rejection, it is a part of that child still wanting to be heard, seen, loved, validated. Healing your inner child is not about fixing what's broken. It's about reminding who you were before the world told you who to be. You can't teach true freedom or lasting happiness until you sit with a younger version of yourself, and not to shame them, but to love them. I have been reparenting myself for a long time, and honestly, I'm tired of reparenting myself, okay? Um, because reparenting yourself comes with a lot. Our rooted programs, these early beliefs, they come from the program of where we've been with our families from a long time, and a lot of people don't really realize that. I know, you know, I speak on it a lot. A lot of the things that we subconsciously think about, talk about, interact, show up, and you be like, I don't even know I can act like that. Moments show up because it started with the inside of the womb. Um, Love does not have to hurt. That's something that was a belief of mine, that love had to hurt, that I had to always be this way, Like, I had so many people, even to today, so many people that try to tell me who to be and how to be. And then I look at you and be like, and who the fuck are you? But then I just listen and I don't judge, because something you may say might be. And then I get told I don't know how to listen. Um, People don't realize how much you create energetic blockings in your body. Like, you can get an autoimmune disorder from being so stressed out and overwhelmed with, and it's spiritual and you don't even know. When you begin healing them, your energy or your kundalini starts moving more freely through your system, and that's where the spiritual awakenings start to come about with itself. When people talk about the inner child, it can sound like something cute or simple, but this is deep work. Your inner child holds your first lessons about love, safety, and worth. When you were told not to cry, you learned suppression. When you were made to earn affection, you learned performance. When you were neglected, you learned unworthiness. If you were. And some people would be like, I don't even live that no more. But it's the root of a lot. Like, it's the root cause of a lot of the things that you're having issues with in your own life, and you don't even know. A lot of things is more spiritual than you even know that it is. These early beliefs just don't go away. They grow with you, and it turns into this defense mechanism. The overgiver, the people pleaser, the perfectionist, the one who shuts down and lashes out. The passive aggressiveness, that inner child, survival mode. To truly heal, you have to become the parent that you always needed. You have to hold your own hands and say that I'm safe. The root problems, these are old subconscious beliefs, are likely energetic cords that are stored in your nervous system. Your nervous system starts where? In the womb. This is more into your spiritual and your kundalini that you don't even know. When we challenge them, we start to rewrite our story, though. A lot. I've been going through a couple of deaths and rebirths, and I've been going through them for a long time. And apparently I've been on a kundalini journey for a long time that I didn't know until I know. And now that I know, now I'm going through the process and the steps the right way. And that's where true freedom begins, and lasting happiness actually really starts. Not in chasing something new, but in making peace with what's already inside. Like, so it's to speak with an inner child. I love to dance. I felt shameful about a couple of years ago, because when I was dancing, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I see everybody else do it. Everybody else is shaking their ass on Snapchat and not being judged or not cared about being judged. And I was judged and shamed and felt that it was supposed to be judged and shamed for shaking my ass on Snapchat. I had a fat ass. I loved it. Again, it came from my inner child. Like, I got in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, I felt I got in trouble in my adult years. That comes from my inner child issue with feeling like I'm gonna get in trouble for being me. And because that's what I did, though. You know, like we spoke on my story a million videos now, but I did. I felt like I was gonna get in trouble for being me if I didn't be the way that it was told for me to be. You know, the wife that I didn't even know how to be. Still don't know how to be. Would love to be it the right way, but it's got to be with a reciprocating partner. But we'll talk about all that later. Okay. Anyway, take your audience. Take your audience of yourself sometimes, and like just look at that child. Just look at that child. So we're gonna take a deep breath, and we're gonna ask, what did my inner child learn about love and safety and being heard? How does that play into today? Like, I'm giving y'all some homework this time. Yeah. We're doing some new stuff. Kundalini and knowing yourself. Okay, so when your Kundalini starts rising, things start to fall the fuck apart. Okay, many videos ago talked about it. My whole world fell apart within like 90 days, and you don't even know the type of shit that I was going through. I was like, what the fuck is this? Your body changes, your relationship shift, your emotions heighten. Like, you're on pins and needles. You start feeling things more deeply, like big time. Even the world around you becomes so fucking loud and vibrant, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You might start having dreams and vision and experiences that doesn't fit your old life, like astral projecting, sensing energies. This isn't you losing it, it's your soul waking up to the truths that your ego was not ready to see. The Kundalini energy is like the divine omnipresence God rising inside of you. Like, no more mask. Clearing what's false so that what's real can just be. You'll notice miracles, synchronicities, coincidences that feel like God's got to be talking to me. Like, what's going on? What's saying? That's your soul saying, keep going. You're. Come on. What did Rafiki say? Remember who you are. And literally, that's what you're doing. You're remembering who you were. It's exciting. I tell you, me personally, to give an some understanding on my own personal journey, when things fell apart, I was scared. I was petrified. The fear kicked over. Of course, we know false evidence appearing real. This ain't nothing but fear. I went through it. I went through it a lot. A couple of D words. I'll say the word depressions. A couple of lost moments, not knowing, not feeling, doing stuff to feel. Like, doing stuff to feel. I can see how people, start cutting themselves. Like, no judgment at all. Everybody has their vices. So, but to feel, like this, and it's spiritual. People don't even realize that that's a spiritual thing. People who cut themselves, that's spiritual. There is a inner cry for help. Your inner self is crying for you on the outside, and you trying to do something to make yourself feel. Some people have experiences that you don't even, it's like even hard to explain. When you're healing, reach a certain level and your body, your kundalini, begins to rise. It is a life force of your soul awakening, and I can honestly say it's very soul awakening. I had a baby 13 14 weeks ago, so you can just imagine the type of things and dreams and visions and awakenings I've been happening for this rebirth. I don't see anybody the same. I see nothing the same. I know that I'm not in control of anything, and I'm okay with it. I'm not in control of nothing. I just wake up, thank God, and take care of my baby, and heal and rest. When your kundalini arises, everything does fall apart. Relationships shift. Your desires change. Like, you don't have a desire. Like, I have no desire that I had 5 years ago. I have no desires I had a year ago. Your tolerance for dishonesty drops. Like, you ain't even just got time for that. Like, you don't feel like all of that. Like, man, like, I got more days behind than I got ahead. I want to live. I want to have fun now. Like, you feel more physically. My body be hurting when I talk to certain people. My body be hurting when I'm around certain energy. Like, man, like, but it's me. I'm trapping myself in that energy, Emotionally, like, I be feeling empty, drained, talking to some people. Some of my emotions ain't came back on yet, but I feel these bitches more now, for real. And spiritually, like, for real. When I say the dreams that I be having, I sleep with my white thing on my head so that way I can receive when the moon is shining in the window. I sleep on this weird ass angle on the bed so that I can feel the energy, because I dream different, like, Some people experience this in an emotional chaos and just start crying for no reason, experiencing pressure at the base of their spine and in your head and your crown, your headaches, like for no reason. Vivid dreams that feel real when you wake up. Others start noticing the synchronicities like numbers. I know I see my birthday a lot, and I say happy birthday to myself, but I also know what it means, you know, like forgiveness. My birthday actually means 7/22 actually means forgiveness, that I need to forgive others and I need to forgive myself. And that's what I've been doing every day, forgiving others and forgiving myself. We all wounded children in some shape or form, whether we want to admit to it or not. Songs, synchronicities, like songs, certain words. I'd be like, how the fuck did they know? Repeated symbols. These are not coincidences. Like, you'll think of somebody and they'll call. These are not coincidences. These is your higher self starting to communicate with you, letting you know, like, hey, you know, it's time to shift. It's time to do something. Be the phoenix rising out of the sun. You may feel desperation, the urge to change jobs. I did. Move cities, release people, reevaluate yourself, like reinvent yourself, like completely, because you just over that shit. I guess they call them midlife crises or whatever they're saying. Great, the case may be. But that's your soul craving alignment, and it gets lonely. It do. But lonely and being alone is two different things, and I ain't mad at it. Because things don't be falling apart. They be falling into truth. They be falling into place. And you're not losing your mind. You're reclaiming your soul. You're getting your power back, as you could say. I encourage some journaling. Ask yourself, what part of me is trying to rise? And what am I afraid of letting go? I will answer that question right now for my people, because y'all know. I guess I'm afraid of letting go the people pleasing version of myself. Because I don't want to make nobody mad. I don't want to make nobody sad. I don't want to make nobody feel no type of way, you know? I've been that way. And then when I get mean and get angry back, it be like, the audacity of her. But it be like, that's when that version, that my higher self, like, no, bitch, we not finna keep doing this shit. This person don't give a fuck about you. Your word don't mean nothing. They gonna do what they want to do. They gonna say what they want to say. So why you depleting your energy trying to prove it and do that? The inner child issue. Just wanting to be loved, wanting to be that girl. I'm always a villain. You know, I got tattoos of villains, but I ain't never get to be the princess. I'm not a fucking princess. I'm a fucking villain, because the villain gets the best story anyway. And I accept that about me. That's acceptance. That comes with Kundalini too. Accept who you are. Accepting that you're fucking batshit crazy if you're batshit crazy. I have a cautious sign. I'm a Cancer. I move with the moons. Meaning, the moon be full for 3 days. I be full for 3 days. I be cool. I be whole. I be fine. Energy be great. It's 3 days the moon is new. I be brand new. New ideas come. New manifesting want to come out. New this, new that. I'm good. Then there's 3 days where I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone. Again, a cautious sign. Proceed with cautious with me, because again, we'll talk about that later. But come on, back to the subjects. All right. So, on the subject to love, and be love, and knowing that love is the highest vibration that you can do in Kundalini. Just be love. Just be love. Bring yourself back to love. Like, like when you were a kid, like, I don't want him to wake up. But this is love. This is love. He don't know nothing but love. He don't know that what's going on outside. He just know that he is getting cared for. He is knowing that he has to trust that I am taking care of him the way that he needs to be taken care of and nurtured. When he cry, he is not neglected. When this is love. And this is the highest form of vibration. And when you vibrate from the frequency of love, you can do anything. And when I'm in love, I know I can. And I'm back in love. I'm in love with this little person. I'm in love with myself, with me. And that's it. Just me and my little persons. My little big person, because he's 14 now, but my little big person's in me. I'm in love with us. Like, we're fucking awesome, We're walking around here amazing, because we are. And I didn't lose anything. I gained a whole new life. So that's it. And love, and to be love, is to drop the idea that love is a transaction. Love is not a transaction. Love is friendship. Love is partnership. Even parenting, they are spiritual mirrors. When we love from fear, we cling. When we love from the soul, we expand. I love from the soul. I expanded. I had a baby. Even your enemies are teachers in disguise. Sometimes the people who hurt you the most are the ones who push you towards your awakening. No cap. Loving your enemies does not mean letting them hurt you again. It means choosing peace over poison. Peace over poison. Peace over poison. Love is the highest vibration, but it is also hardest to live out when you've been hurt. Very much so. Learning to love again after betrayal, after trauma, after disappointment, that is soul work. It requires a lot of soul work. Love doesn't mean you allow abuse or tolerance, chaos. It means that you respond from awareness, not reaction. Awareness, not reaction. Friendship is one of the purest members of this. To be a friend spiritually means to hold others with truth and grace and not judgment. I don't judge nobody. I live in a glass house. I say this shit all the time. I live in a glass house too. The fuck? What do you mean? To love your enemies doesn't mean to stay close to them, though. It means to release the poison that they left behind. And when you love from the soul, you don't need to control. Just become love. Like, I don't want to be in control of nobody else. I just want to be in control of me and be in my purest, rarest form. Just let me be in my rarest, purest form, please. Selfishness, judgment, unkindness. They are born from fear. We criticize because we fear not being enough for whatever we're trying to do, whether it's work or whatever. Be that person. Like, you can just feel like you're just not enough to be you, We criticize ourselves and others because we fear, again, not being enough for them or us or whatever. That's crazy. We become overly sensitive, which happened, I can honestly say, because our wounds hadn't been validated. We flatter instead of speaking the truth because we fear rejection. I did it. I said it. I got my crystal in my hand. I ain't telling no lies. But truth, even when spoken softly, heals deeper than flattery could. I need to take my own advice for that one. The soul doesn't grow through comfort. It grows through honesty and grace. Um, when you disconnect from God, when you can disconnect from the source, when you disconnect from love, you start to compare. You start to compete and you start to criticize. Even oversensitive is sometimes a wound that says, I don't feel seen. I did it. Flattery, pretending everything's okay when it's not, blocking real intimacy, very factual. Truth without compassion cuts deep, but compassion without truth becomes denial. And we need both truth and love to grow spiritually. Being a spiritual friend with a person and yourself, and because God technically is our friend, right? Our creator. To be a spiritual friend means to hold space for someone's evolution. God's holding space for yours. Why aren't you holding space for others? Even when it's uncomfortable. Like, I get a bad rap for staying too long around people or being around people or situations too long. Jobs for sure. People for sure. Places for sure. Staying in environments with people who I see their evolution, they don't see mine. They don't see who I'm becoming. It's not meant for them to. But it's okay, right? Especially during my uncomfortable spaces. I know I was listening to that B. Simone thing when a girl said that she was broken and down, and B. Simone didn't give her no money and stuff, and she ended up coming back on top by herself. That's because the girl had faith and believed in God. And I was like, yeah, that was an uncomfortable situation from you, but she didn't stick around for your evolution, but you probably was around for hers, and it had a couple of epiphanies. But okay, back on subject. But yes, being around people who are evolving, and even when it's uncomfortable, because if you could be around me when I'm at my most uncomfortable moments and grow, love is so deep. My love is so deep that it's just a different love. You don't gossip, you don't rescue, you don't enable, you remind them of who they are. Like, I be trying to remind people. Like, I sometimes I fall short, so I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm perfect or anything. Same thing with the gossip. I guess you can say gossiping is shit. We speak of somebody else, period. No matter in what form. Because you don't know if your words will get on that soon. Rescuing, trying to you see something where a person is going down a path or something. No, you can't rescue them from that path. You should remind them of, like, so who is you? Like, don't enable them to keep bullshitting themselves. A spiritual friend prays for that friend behind your back. I pray for so many of my friends. So many of my friends get text messages from me, random as hell, and be like, bitch, you knew what to say. I needed to hear this today. I'll be like, damn, I prayed for you. And I got told to send a message out today. It just be coming to me. Intuition be on point, I guess. I don't even be having to know certain things, but sometimes my spirit just know. And they see your light when you forget that it's there. I got some friends. I got a best friend that is really helping me get my light back on. My light was off, and I'm slowly getting my light back on for the conversations and the reminders, and it's back on. They see your light when you forget that it's there, and they correct you in love and not pride. real friends, spiritual friends. Like I got a few spiritual friends that I can say. Like I got a one that I just met recently. Shout out, Soul Mommy. When you learn to be that kind of friend, you begin to convert enemies into teachers. And your love expands beyond conditions. Like you really do, you do. Being a spiritual friend is about expanding love wide to even those who hurt you, because they are a part of your evolution. And when you expand that to love to all, even if they not ready to receive it, you embody divine compassion. So, in honor of tomorrow being the full moon, and I just mentioned it too. Yeah, I gotta stretch out for this one. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ain't noticed, this is gonna be a long video. I want to send out my real love, gratitude, compassion, grace, abundance, I want to send everything of compassion and to everybody back that has been in my life for whatever reason that I didn't know, play whatever role into me really becoming this version of me that I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I want to genuinely send it back, whether I talk to you anymore or not, whether we're friends or not, whether no matter how we fell out, I still talk to you. I love you. I appreciate you so much. If I don't talk to you anymore, I love you and I appreciate you so much. You played a mold in a core memory somehow, some way, on me. As I am healing, as I am evolving, as I am becoming exactly who the fuck I know that I always been. So thank you. I appreciate everybody. And I send y'all love back. And I pray everybody be the best version that they can be. Our days are tough. Our days are real. Our days are life. And a lot of people really don't talk about certain things and be vulnerable. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate this whole entire journey, this whole entire process. And I have so much more to talk about, but we're gonna keep it going because it's a very long video. The world teaches us to chase the noise, but healing teaches us that our sacred power is actually within the silence. Inner peace isn't the absence of the problems, it is the presence of truth. Humility keeps you grounded, big time. Gratitude keeps you aligned and gets you where you need to be. When you can thank God for both the storm and the sunshine, that's when you've mastered peace. And when you vibrate, because untouchable, and that's true. I be thanking God, like, you can't make some of this shit up. Some of the craziest shit I be going through. People be like, what? Bitch, you lying? Like, no, bitch, like, I can't make this up. Inner peace is not about the absence of conflict, though. It's about the ability to remain centered through it. The more silence that you make space for, the more your intuition speaks to you. Humility keeps your heart open, and gratitude keeps your energy clean. You'll notice the more grateful that you are, the faster miracles do align for you, because gratitude is the language of the universe. It understands. And when you thank God for the lessons and the losses, you enter divine maturity. Your journey of awakening is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming whole. Your inner child, your higher self, your spirit, they are working together to bring you home to love. So wherever you are in your journey, just remember you are not behind. Everything that happens is teaching you how to rise. Whether you're healing your inner child, awakening your kundalini, or learning to love again, remember your soul is not behind. You are unfolding exactly as you should. Take another deep breath, y'all. You are home. You are light. You are love. Until next time, y'all, keep living, keep healing, and keep remembering your soul already knows the way. Just flow like the water. Kuna Matata, y'all. Peace out. I love y'all. See y'all next time.